YouTube channel to give you guys the inside scoop of our relationship because so many people ask us daily questions about it. So we hope you like this video, and let's get to it. Alright, so the first question is...
Then we talked. We started originally started all with in 6th grade in second hour math.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how we met.
And how long have we been dating?
2 years and 7 months.
Yep. Our anniversary is May 5th, 2016. How did your parents react to us telling them that we were dating?
So we didn't tell my mom that. Well, we didn't plan on telling her, but she found out through text messages. She read our messages a day after, and then she got mad, and so she took. Okay, so I texted her from my brother Albert, his tablet. It wasn't an iPad, but it was a little tablet thing. And then she saw me texting on that. She took it and checked our messages, and she and then yeah, and then it was a Friday. I remember because the next day we were supposed to. I had a basketball game for CSL, which is the league that Lee and I played in, where her dad coached us, right? So yeah, and then my mom was making me break up with her, but obviously I never did, or else this wouldn't be here. So yeah, and then I never actually told her said that I have a girlfriend and this is beautiful.
To this day, you don't call me girlfriend in front of her.
Yes, I do. What do you mean?
Barely.
Oh my god, whatever. And then yeah, I didn't tell her till a year because even now she's still into now. She just she knows, but she just doesn't want to tell herself that.
Or anyone else.
Yeah, but everyone else knows. Even my basketball club, my club coach knows, and yeah, and it's fun. So yeah.
My parents found out because so I told my dad and I told my mom, but it was in a weird way, and I had just broken up with my ex-boyfriend, and I started dating Jesse. And everyone was mad at me, and then Jesse and I got in trouble for doing something, which wasn't even bad, but yeah, we got in trouble in 6th grade, and then my mom came and was talking to me about it, and I go, I like Jesse, stuff like that, and then, cause Jesse had a bad reputation back then.
Yeah.
And so I was no, you don't get it, he's so much different. He's so much different, and I know him more, better than anyone else knows him, a different side of him. And then I told my dad because he was yelling at me for what we got in trouble with, and I was like, I like Jesse. It was really funny and really awkward. What's our favorite memory together?
That would probably be a time we went to the movies, but after we spent some time at the mall, and yeah, but we've been to the probably all the times, cause obviously I can't remember a specific time, but yeah.
My favorite memory of us is our 1 month anniversary. We went to Skateland with some friends, and it was really fun. And not saying that everything is bad now and we fight a ton. Everything was just easy back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a funny story of we were at the snack bar or whatever, and we were waiting in line, and it's one of those maze-looking lines with the bars. And Jesse was holding on to the bar, and he slipped, and you know? And it was the funniest thing ever.
It hurt so bad. I was on the ground for at least a good 2 minutes.
2 minutes. It was so funny. Biggest pet peeve that the other person does.
Oh my god. So my biggest pet peeve is when she doesn't eat, but she's not really starving herself. She just says she's not hungry. So yeah, and she mostly does it she mostly did it towards the beginning of our relationship, but now it's she actually eats, obviously, and then and also so sometimes do it when she's at my house, and my mom always tells her that she just start eating, yeah.
My biggest pet peeve of Jesse would be he yells so much. It's so annoying. I hate when people are loud. It's just it's not necessary. You need to stop now.
I never notice when I'm loud because literally for like as long as I can remember, I used to like always be loud and like no one ever say anything about it until yeah.
How to keep a relationship going for a long time? Yeah, basically that. Well, I think a lot of it is dedication, and like you shouldn't date someone just to date someone, or just have a boyfriend, or just have a girlfriend, or just because you want to cuddle with someone, stuff like that. You want to be spoiled. That's stupid, and I think a relationship like that will never last. And we really like involved ourselves into each other's lives. We always went to each other's games.
We've built like so many habits after dating for 2 years and 7 months that like if we like did break up, it'd feel like really different.
Life would change.
Like literally for like as long like ever since we've been dating, we literally text each other every morning, good morning, and tell each other every night, good night, and like we text each other like a lot. But we don't text a lot. We're more like FaceTime, but like.
And like he's so close to my family.
That, because like
it would be life changing if he and his family were not here.
Yeah.
I'm not as close as his family, but like we're still kind of close.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your first impression of each other? So, in 4th grade, like we weren't the best because really like we knew each other, we knew of each other, but he was a douchebag because he was friends with like all the popular kids, and I was a ugly fat chick that liked one of the popular kids. So yeah, it was a mess. And then in 6th grade, we had a class together.
We had two.
We had 2 classes together. And he sat in front of me because that's where the teacher sat him. And I was like, this is it. Like, I was so nervous and so scared to sit next to him because of my reputation and his reputation, which, yeah, it was just kind of nerve-wracking. But I did think he was cute.
He's alright.
Okay, go.
Like when I first, I don't know. Cause like in 4th grade, like I didn't really like know you. Like the only reason I like knew of you was because of Albert. Cause remember you said, and, like when I did sit in front of her, I always thought like she was like a nerd. Cause like she like, yeah.
Just cause I'm smarter than him.
She used to be a teacher. You used to be a teacher.
I hated my 6th grade teacher. Everyone hated her. She was terrible.
They're gonna start arguing over that.
Yeah, I used to always like think like she's such a nerd. Like I would never date someone that's a nerd. And then, she just like
Stop, buddy.
I don't know. Like we just started talking one time and like we like just kept laughing at everything. And
I hope we get him humping you on camera.
No, I hope not either. Please don't.
Hey, Bubba.
That hurts.
What's the hardest part about being in a long-term relationship? What do you think?
I don't know. Just like being like. You don't have like necessarily like well obviously you have limits to what you can do, but like I feel like if you're like I don't know, I'm not explaining it. You explain it.
You
a lot
don't know
better.
life without each other.
We started dating the end of 6th grade. We're still dating. We're freshmen now, almost halfway through the year at this point. And so like we don't know life without each other at this point. And we obviously don't do things normal high schoolers would do, obviously, and we don't get that high school or junior high experience really.
Except for formal, that was pretty fun. But like I didn't even want to go, but I knew she did, and like even with prom, or not prom, homecoming, I didn't want to go to that.
So we got asked a question about how Jesse handles jealousy by Nick. He wanted a shout out, so there you go.
Shout out to Nick. Thanks for asking. Like, I don't know, like. She doesn't necessarily do things to get me jealous, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. But like, normally when it's like, just whatever, like obviously she's gonna talk to guys, like it's just gonna happen. And then, yeah, like I'm not explaining it. Like,
whenever we do get jealous, it's like, it's obviously awkward to start a conversation about it, especially if it's something little.
Mm-hmm.
But like, we always get through it with it, and I don't know, we always try to like fix it so that it doesn't turn into a bigger issue. Cause if it's something like small, then it doesn't really matter, you know?
Yeah, and like if it's something like small, I just like don't bring it up because it's like, it's whatever, I'm gonna get over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Yeah. Just gotta learn.
Yeah. But I don't think jealousy is something that should break up a relationship. Because, like, obviously if you're getting cheated on, like, end it right there, sis. But, yeah, jealousy is gonna happen in every relationship, and you're not gonna like what other people have to say to. There's always gonna be that one person that really pisses you off. There always will be, and you just have that person has to be willing to cut them out of their lives for the sake of your relationship.
And like, I feel like even then, like, a relationship wouldn't be like. I feel like a real relationship wouldn't be a real relationship without jealousy. Cause like, if you don't get like jealous, then like obviously you don't like obviously love them enough. So
If you don't
yeah.
fear of someone else taking your person, if you don't fear losing someone you love, then
you
the
obviously-
bond isn't strong enough. Like,
obviously you don't
just
love
leave.
them enough.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Okay, so we hope you guys like this video. We mainly wanted to make this channel because so many people ask us like how we stay in this relationship, and like whenever we tell them how long we have been in our relationship, they're like, dang, like that's a really long time. So we just wanted to get the message out there that like it can happen, and you just have to wait for the right one, I guess. So yeah, anything you want to say?
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.
Also,
Yeah.
our next video, if we decide to keep going, will probably be my surgery vlog. So stay tuned for that if you want to see it. So yeah, bye. Thanks for watching.